Again.
Get onto the fabric.
Here's the fabric. We're doing a proper unboxing.
Okay.
There's some white.
Oh, that's lovely. Let's get on to the real fabric. Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
We're back.
I think we owe people some excuses.
Okay. We had a extremely busy holiday.
We did.
I was doing long arm quilting right up until Christmas. Mm-hmm. Somebody had one that I had to finish up like a couple days before Christmas for a Christmas present, and then I had a couple unexpected jobs that popped in there that I worked in. So very busy there. We traveled down to Georgia. We were down in Georgia for the day after. Then we were in Pennsylvania for New Year's to see my sister. Came home. Then we went to Boston.
That was a surprise.
Yeah.
The visit to Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
because we were going to podcast.
Yes, we were. That.
And you're like, I'm going to Pennsylvania. I was like, okay.
Yeah, you weren't too broke up about it.
Right.
And then we ended up going to Boston, my husband and I, and got to visit family up there that I haven't seen in years. So that was fun, and just got back this past weekend, so here we are.
Here we are.
What did you do?
Well, at Christmas, the plague hit Melissa. And then it was Izzy. And then it was kind of like both of them together. And then it got me.
Aww.
And that took us all the way through till mid-January.
Yikes.
But there was two. There was like the fever and runny nose, which is what they had. And then I had the stomach one.
Yeah.
So it was just, it wasn't bad this year for me. It wasn't. Usually from Thanksgiving to Christmas we're all sick, and it didn't happen this year.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we're usually very sick with viruses and all sorts of.
They always arrive
garbage.
at our house at Thanksgiving ill.
Sick. Yeah, that's true.
This year they didn't.
Yeah.
So
I wore a mask one year because I didn't want anybody to get that was a bad one, and Monica got it.
Yeah,
and she got it so bad. It was enough for her to text me and tell me that she wasn't happy with me, which I did feel bad.
Yeah, well, but it was great. I mean, it was fun. I mean, it was action packed. But
yeah, well, you didn't come out because Melissa was sick at Christmas,
right.
And
we didn't.
We were going to come to you,
right?
And we didn't
because we were going to get together, and then we Christmas Eve like we normally do with them, and then we would go to our younger son's house for Christmas morning, and then our older son's for lunch, and then we were leaving from there to drive halfway to Georgia to go visit our other kids. So, I mean, it was, we didn't see you until after the holiday.
Yeah.
So.
And we were sick on New Year's Eve.
Right.
And so me and the kids and Mike stayed here and just kind of chilled out. And
sometimes that's nice.
Yeah. It was cute because they were really wanting to stay up till midnight, and it was just the five of us. And they're like, what do we do at midnight? So.
Anticlimactic.
So we put Dick Clark's on, and we watched the ball drop. And they're like, what? Now what do we do? And then we were like, we give kisses, and everybody's sick. We still did it. We're all sick. We'll just all kiss each other and hug each other. And then at 12:03, it was time to go to bed.
Well, we kind of did the same thing. We were coming home from Georgia, and my brother-in-law John texted me and said, "Hey, why don't you come over to the cabin New Year's Eve, and we'll surprise Tammy, my sister, and we'll have New Year's here at the cabin." Well, we've been wanting to go to the cabin for years, and we've never been. So we're like, what the heck? Let's go. So we detoured, and we went this way instead of going straight home. Got to the cabin, and it started snowing. It was beautiful, and they're way, way out in the boonies someplace, and they had gone into town to get a bite to eat. So Tammy knew nothing about it, came back, and she saw the car in the driveway, and she thought it was John's brother and his wife. So she's all excited. Oh, it's Jamie and Lisa. And she opens the door, and she walks in, and she goes, oh my gosh. So we had just a nice evening with them, and then had breakfast, and then went to see Punxsutawney Phil in Pennsylvania. We never go a straight line. I know my stomach.
I just heard your belly.
I know. So we zigzagged our way home and got back and just had a really nice time. We did go in Boston. I should make a comment that we went in Boston. When we were in Boston, we did the Freedom Trail, and we went to the Park Street Church, and I took some pictures of that beautiful quilt.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah, that was hanging in the church. That had a little bit of history, so that was kind of fun.
I can insert those in here.
Yeah. And then you saw last week the podcast from the first quilt shop ever that I went to as a young person, and that was fun, meeting with David LaValle. So, yeah, we've been all over.
That was a neat place. He was very interesting to listen to, and I love the accent.
Don't you like that?
I love it. Yeah. I love it. It never gets, every time I go up there, I'm like, I just like listening to people talk in their New England accent. It's not even, it's not a drawl. It's like
it's a way of talk.
It's totally New England. Drop the R's and add R's.
Yeah. Pizza.
Yeah.
Ta.
Ka.
Yeah. Well, I found him very, very interesting. I really enjoyed talking to him.
Do you need a granola bar?
No, I'm good. My stomach's just growling like crazy.
I just offered her a granola bar.
Well, I had an English muffin before I left.
That was 5 hours ago.
That's true.
4, 3, I don't know.
But, went in, he was just amazing. If you haven't or you didn't see that podcast, check it out and go to the Janome Business Spotlight, because they spotlight him. He's like the #1 Janome dealer in north of Pennsylvania. Just a nice man. And while I was there, a couple different people came in.
We need to say the name of the shop.
Bittersweet Fabric Shop.
Yeah. In Bosquen, New Hampshire.
Right. And they came in, and he was just so nice, which I kind of covered in the video that I did. But he was so helpful, so kind, and just a wealth of information about machines. So, yeah, by all means, check it out. And he didn't have tons and tons of fabric, but he had some really nice things there. And just great. If you're out in that area, stop in just to see him, because just really a nice man. I can't say enough about him.
I did not even edit those parts just because I like listening to him. Yeah. I didn't cut it up or anything. I just let it go.
Yeah.
Because I just enjoyed listening to him talk.
Well, I was like in my element back when I was there, because I got to meet up with my best friend from high school. Her name's Bonnie. So I got to meet up with her, and we had lunch together, and just listening to everybody talk. And I had some chowder while I was there. And my brother and my sister-in-law, got to meet up with them and a couple of their camping friends up in Kennebunkport, Maine. So we did Pennsylvania, Ohio, Georgia, Kentucky, the Carolinas, Virginia, Maryland, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Maine, New Hampshire. The only place we missed was Vermont and New York.
Wow.
That's in the last, 6 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Have tires will travel.
And it's cold.
Yeah. But, January. It was great.
Yeah, that's great.
So
I enjoyed all the pictures from your travels.
Yeah, I was doing we did the Freedom Trail in Boston, which is so strange for me, because growing up in New England, you would have thought that would have been one of the things I'd seen. Never saw it, and it was really fun. Just going around and seeing that history.
Yeah, and I really want to go to that Paul Revere place that you went to.
The house, yeah. I never knew that he was such an entrepreneur. He was a man beyond his times. He lived to be 83 years old. Wow. And that's really old for back then.
Yeah.
And just an amazing life and history. And if I get a chance to go back, which I may be going back in a month or two, there's so much more to see, just fascinating.
Love it.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go there since KYD went there. And I watched them, the Keep Your Daydream.
Yeah.
There's a YouTube channel called Keep Your Daydream that we both watch. It's about a family that RVs all around, and it's a really good channel. We really like that.
I do.
But they went there, and they're like, we can't take cameras into the house.
Right.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So now I have to go see it for myself.
Yeah, most of the places. You know what I was really upset about was the old bookstore. The old bookstore, the old corner bookstore is on the Freedom Trail. It's a Chipotle. There's nothing there that said it was the old corner bookstore. It's a Chipotle. I'm like, what's up with that?
Oh.
But, I mean, the whole thing was fun. It was fascinating. And you have to pay, like, some of the things you have to pay to go into, like Paul Revere's house. Mm-hmm. But it was only like $4 or $5 to go in.
So bad.
Yeah, no, and it was just really, really interesting. Huh. But, yeah.
And I want to see Plymouth Rock.
I haven't seen that yet.
You haven't?
No, I haven't.
We should go together. There's probably a quilt shop right next door.
Well, if I'm going back up, we're doing more quilt shop showcases.
Yeah.
Because it was fun.
Let's do it.
Okay. I'd love that.
I'm in.
Get some more chowder.
Lobster bisque for me.
Ooh, yum.
Oh, I love lobster bisque.
As we digress with food.
Well, somebody's belly's grumbling.
I know. Look at my hair. It like blends in with the quilt behind us.
Well, my bangs, Mom thinks this is hysterical.
I do.
So I was not ready when Mom came this morning. So I put I don't know why I do this. I put my curling iron in the sink. And then when I went to curl my hair, it got all wet. And then it wasn't like drying right. It was stringy, and I'm like,
she was struggling.
I bet there's toothpaste spit in the sink, and now I've got toothpaste spit in my hair. So then
That's great.
So then I was getting water, and I'm wetting it, and I'm trying to get it out, and it wasn't coming out, and then I'm blow drying it, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to take another shower, and then I'm like, forget it. We'll just.
All I hear is, Mom, I got spit in my hair.
I do. I got toothpaste spit, and it's all stringy.
Oh, good.
I don't know if you can tell. It's a little bit better, but it was too stringy. Can't do anything with it, so we'll just tuck it behind the ear.
Oh shoot, that's
but
funny.
I got church tonight. I'm gonna go all day
with spit in her hair.
with toothpaste spit in my hair.
Well, I should mention the quilt behind us.
Oh yeah.
This quilt is a new client / friend of mine. Her name is Judy. She put this quilt together and gave it to me to do the long arm quilting on. It is so absolutely stunning. I mean, she said it took her 2 years. She said it wasn't any big hurry to get it done, but she's made it for her bedroom. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it is just beautiful. So I asked her, can I put this up as the backdrop for our podcast? She goes, yeah, sure. So I got a text from her. She goes, what time is the show on? And I said, well, we're recording it. It'll be on Friday at noontime. She goes, oh, okay. Will I be famous? And I go, well, you may not be famous, but your quilt will certainly be admired. So I wanted you all to take note. It is just beautiful.
You know what? I love, okay, so this right here, this block is an Ohio Star block. If she doesn't know that, does she know that?
Yes, I believe she does.
So that's an Ohio Star block, and there's 2 variations of this. So there's the star, and then sometimes you don't have this diamond in there. It would just be that greenish color, and that's the Ohio Star quilt.
Well,
block.
I want you to know that she told me, because she's learning quilting, and she asked, do you give quilting classes? And I said no. So she cut out all of these triangles, and she sewed those on here. I'm like, oh, no,
honey.
I said, you don't need to do that. She goes, you don't? And I go, no. So I explained to her how she can cut out the rectangle, put the 2-inch squares and do that, and then press it open. And she's like, oh my goodness. So, I mean, there are so many tips. And like I told Judy, I said, just go on YouTube. I said, or if you have a problem, just call me. You know, I'll be happy to help you out. But she did all of this. It's no wonder it took her 2 years to put it together off and on.
And this is a snowball. Like, you could do a snowball instead of cutting the triangles out. So we should do like a little clip and how to do that.
That's a great idea. And then she chose like a gray variegated thread, which I thought was beautiful. We thought about doing teal, but I'm glad that we couldn't find anything that we thought would complement it really well. So she found this gray, and I love the gray on it. And this is just a fluffy cloud pattern that we use for the stitching.
Is it variegated?
Yeah, it's like a real slight variegated gray. And then the back is just like a cream color muslin, and it really shows off the quilting on the back. Pretty. But we didn't really want to take away from all the beautiful work she'd done. So the gray was subtle, but just, I thought, enough to really make it a stunning quilt.
And you know, if this is her first quilt?
I think this might be her second quilt.
So I feel like this doesn't look like a first or second quilt.
No, it
looks
doesn't.
like an experienced quilter.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because my first quilt, like, none of my corners matched up.
Well, that's what I said. I'm like, you're kidding me. I go, this is like your second quilt. And she goes, yeah. I go, look at these corners. I go, my corners don't match like this. I mean, she was meticulous about everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So kudos to you, Judy. This is gorgeous.
Good work, Judy.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I love it. And I love the colors.
I know, very calming and soothing, but yet really kind of, refreshing and modern. So thanks, Judy, for letting us use that as our backdrop for our show today.
And it blends in with your hair.
It does. Isn't that crazy?
Look at your hair.
I know.
It's awesome.
I
love it.
I looked back at our very first video when we started doing it. I'm like, ooh, I really look different.
You do.
But I do. I really am liking it. So
good.
Ladies, you know what? Could be you.
Yeah.
So, and it's liberating. It's just like, oh my gosh, I love this.
I got my roots colored yesterday.
Yours looks so pretty, honey. It does.
Do you want to touch the toothpaste in my hair?
No, I'll pass on the spit.
No, are you sure? Okay. Just if you want to, it's here for you.
Oh gosh, you're so funny. Well, I went out to Pomegranate Place, or one of our little local quilt shops.
Yay!
And visited with the ladies out there, Chrissy and the ladies.
Hello,
and
ladies.
Hi. They're just so cute. I love going out to see them. And I specifically went out there to pick up something for Stephanie that she had ordered, and also just to see them. And so I wanted to hand it over to you so you could show everybody.
Do you remember, was it the first one? First podcast we did?
Yes, because they were our first shop.
And I wanted this. We should do an unboxing, Mom.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Mama Love. And it is Deb Strain. And the quilt kit includes pattern and fabric for quilt top and binding. Ooh, I need to get backing. So, let's do an unboxing.
I love this.
This is our first unboxing.
I know. I'm
Let's
excited.
make this our thumbnail.
Okay. Don't you get me with my tongue sticking out either.
Oh, we'll put your tongue back in. Is that... Let's put our heads together.
Okay.
Put your head together.
Oh.
There we go. Got it.
Okay.
Okay, let's do an unboxing. So my initial thought for this, like I said in the video, was that this would be great for a knitter.
Yes.
A knitter would love this. Thank you for choosing this Moda kit. We have enjoyed creating this project for you. Enclosed is the fabric for the quilt top binding and a pattern. Read through the pattern, paying attention to any special cutting directions. We would love to see your project. Please share pictures at Show Me the Moda.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. Which I will do. Okay, so where's the pattern? Okay. So here's the pattern. Let me take this out because it'll probably be shiny in the bag.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
That's adorable. I can't wait to see the fabrics.
Me too.
Oh.
Can you see that? There's like a glare. Okay, there's the llama. I'd put it in front of Mom's head.
Now, how big a quilt is this going to make?
Let's find out how big it is. 46 by 56.
Oh, that's nice.
And then, oh, this isn't. So here's the, this is just like, they printed it. Oh no, there's applique. That looks like the llama's head. Hair. And it's in color. I don't want to give the directions away, obviously, but
Right.
I love Deb Strain. I think we both love Deb Strain.
Yeah, she's got some really cute stuff.
I have a lot of Deb Strain. In fact, I think that Valentine's one, might be Sandy Jarvis. I can't remember. Anyway, sorry, I digress again.
Get onto the fabric.
Here's the fabric. We're doing a proper unboxing.
Okay.
There's some white.
Oh, that's lovely. Let's get on to the real fabric. Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh.
And it's in a sealed bag. Here's another card. And then, okay, here we go. These are really pretty colors.
Oh, I love that. Oh.
It's teals and pinks. I like, oh, this is cute. And
Oh, look it.
oh my goodness.
Oh, is that adorable?
Okay, I'm going to hold both of these up.
Yeah, the llamas.
Cute llamas. Okay, so knitters are going to go nuts over this.
Yeah, that is so cute. That fabric would be cute for a yarn bag, wouldn't it?
Yes, that's why they would go crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Heck yeah. There's some more. Oh, here's the llamas and the teal.
Oh, I love that. Oh,
Would you call that teal or like a mint greenish?
kind of?
Like a
It's a kind of combination, like a
yeah,
like a soft
minty teal.
seafoam, a minty. Yeah, there you go. A light minty teal. Oh, and there's little hearts on the back too. Heart fabric.
Yep.
Cute.
It looks Valentine's Day.
I was just thinking the same thing.
These are the last two. So this is the background.
Oh, I love, love, love that.
And I wonder which one they had for the binding.
Like the pink? Maybe, is there a pink heart? Maybe this here?
Yeah, it's probably that dark
Yeah.
pink. Cute.
Oh my gosh, that is, I can't wait to see that finished.
Me too.
I love that. That's adorable.
Me too. So thank you, Pomegranate Place for purchasing this for me. Well, they ordered it.
Yeah, they ordered it for you, so you could be one of the...
I wonder if they got more. But
I don't know if they did or not, but they had some really cute things. Of course, I went up to get that for her, and I had to get something for myself.
oh, you did?
I did. This is a sampler.
Okay.
And the sampler is Sweetwater Printworks. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but they had it hanging up on the wall. And I'm going to show this in two sections. They had Love is Patient and Kind, that saying from Corinthians. They had that made as a wall hanging. And they're starting to get into some wool. And so they had some grays and blacks. And then they had wool hearts up in the corners. Oh my gosh, it was adorable. So there was that. And then on the other side, there was this one here. And I love that too. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. But I just thought, I've got to have that.
It's so pretty.
Yeah,
I love Sweetwater fabric.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool projects I'm going to get out of this. So
those ladies are very clever over there at
Oh,
Sweetwater.
they are.
They're very clever. I mean, they do all sorts of projects that aren't just quilts.
Well, they were telling me, and I did not know this, there is a lady in Green that actually is into wools, and she is, I wanted to talk to you about it. She does her own dyeing of fabrics and stuff, so it's a place that we're going to have to check out.
Okay.
So more information on that to come, because I want to go check it out first and see the place, and maybe she'll agree to do like a shop showcase for us. But she's very much into wool and beautiful vibrant colors of different things that she has. So we definitely check that one out.
Okay.
But the ladies had a couple of classes, and one of the customers they had sent over to me to do a long arm quilting. Her name is Sherry. Did like a wool class for them, and Sherry was the one that ended up telling them about this lady in Green that does all these wool fabrics, and so they did that, and it was really fun. They enjoyed it. So they're diversifying and doing some other little fun things. So
we should go there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'll talk to you about the information later, but I definitely road trip.
Okay.
When you're up next time. So
I'm in.
All right.
Let's do it.
So
what else do you got, Nana Banana?
All right. Well, this was a project. This was actually your project.
Yeah.
And when did you do this?
Years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. 5-6 years ago? Does that sound about right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
So this is... I was looking... Oh, did I cut? Okay. I don't know. It's either Sandy Jarvis or Deb String. I can't remember who it was. I'm sorry, ladies. I feel bad now.
Well, with Valentine's coming, we thought it would be fun to do some Valentine's thing. So that was a panel, and did I put the binding on this, or did you put the binding on this? You put the binding on, and then I sewed it down? This was for me from her. I know I participated in it.
I think... No, I don't know.
Let's see here. Okay, so here it is, a finished wall hanging.
Yeah, I pieced it.
Yes.
Together, and then you long armed it.
Yes.
And then I can't remember if I did the binding or if you did it.
Yeah, and then on the back she has a really cute, just simple white and brown with little flowers on it, which is adorable. I love this.
Yeah, and you have this hanging on your wall.
I do. This is hanging on my wall in my family room, and I just put it up for Valentine's Day, and then took it down so I could bring it down here so we could share it with you ladies.
Yeah, I love that one.
For Valentine's Day.
There's one where instead of the brown, it's pink, too.
Yeah.
But my panels are the brown ones.
But I love what you did. Were these like jelly rolls here?
They were.
Okay, that you just put around. I love the... this way and then the up and down on the other. It just gives some really cool dimension to it.
That was a creative license. There's no pattern. I just used jelly roll strips and I just sewed them together and put them on here. I just used my imagination and went with it.
I might do that with one of those panels, like the sunshine one, you know, use some blacks and yellows and maybe some sunflowers or something for a wall hanging. Yeah. That would be a really great idea. Yeah. But I love this. I think that's really cute.
Me too.
So, nice. Thank you.
Love it.
So that was a Valentine's. And yesterday was my grandson Dylan's birthday. Mm-hmm. So my daughter-in-law, my son said, hey, Mom, why don't you come on over and we'll have some ice cream cake. He's going to have a party on Saturday where the whole family gets together. So I said, okay, yeah, I'll come over. So I went over, and I knew that Stacy was getting a sewing room together. She had like a sewing room, but it was, she didn't have a lot of cutting space. So her dad and her put together, they found some cabinets, and then she made like a countertop and put it on there. It's gorgeous.
Really?
Yeah, it's really nice. So she's got this little sewing nook down in her sewing room. So when I was there, she had this laying on her counter, and she's got to put the binding on it, which she hasn't done yet. And I said,
you stole it.
Can I borrow this? And she goes, it's not finished. And I go, that's okay. I go, I want to use it for the podcast tomorrow. And she goes, but it doesn't have the binding. I can put the binding on. I go, oh, no. It's a whip. Don't worry about it. I want to show it. It was so cute. And the pattern is Cluck, Cluck, Sew.
I love her.
Isn't this cute?
It is cute.
Now, she's going to use the plaid fabric also as the binding around the edge. The backing is the plaid as well. And it's called Cluck. It's in Cluck, Cluck, Sew. And it's this heart pattern here. The square, it's an 8-inch square. And then she has 1-inch strips in between. And then a 2-inch border around the outside edge. So I just thought this was adorable.
It is adorable.
I had to borrow it. Thank you, Stacy.
I love it. And I love Cluck Cluck Sew.
Yeah.
Her name's Allison. That's her name. And she has a very, I follow her on Instagram. And she's got a Facebook page. And I believe she's got a blog. I'll put a link in there. She's got really great patterns.
Yeah, Stacy had done a Halloween one with pumpkins. That was adorable.
Okay.
Really, really cute, too. But
Izzy's quilt with the jelly roll strips,
uh-huh.
that, like the chain, I forget what it's called. That is Cluck Cluck Sew.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's so much information out there with these designers and stuff that you just start scrolling and you can see all kinds of cool stuff. But I just thought that was adorable. I loved her color choices. And she told me to say that the fabrics were all from Joann's. The pattern was Cluck Cluck Sew, but all these were Joann fabrics. Yeah. So, I mean, just really cute. I love it. Thank you, Stacy, for sharing with us.
Thanks, Stace. Love you, girl.
So,
awesome.
That's what I have for Valentine's Day.
I don't have anything for
You don't have anything for Valentine's Day? Well, I was in Boston. And I wish that I had been my sewing machine with me because I could have really been motivated. And I was going through that withdrawal. Ron was saying to me, what are you thinking about? And I go, nothing. He goes, you're thinking about sewing, aren't you?
Oh.
And I go, yes, I am.
Oh.
So I've been watching a couple of tutorials. So I had Ohio State fabric.
So while you were traveling, you were watching tutorials on sewing. Okay.
Yes.
Just checking.
I can't get away from it. So I had all this Ohio State fabric. So I thought, you know what can I make with this fabric? So I found this tutorial. It was the quilt, the Crafty Gemini with Jenny Doan from Missouri Star Quilt.
Both of them.
Aren't they good?
Yes. Very good YouTube.
Yeah.
Channels. Yeah.
So they were doing a tote bag, and she was using this material inside that I thought was really great. It was really cool what she did. You have to watch the tutorial, but it's what she used inside is called Inner, which is IN-R-foam 2-sided adhesive. So you can see it really makes a nice sturdy bag. Well, I went to Joann's to see if I could get some. They didn't have any, but they did have a Pellon 2-sided adhesive, which is very much like it. And I whipped up this bag that they did on this tutorial, and it was so much fun. And it just started off with this piece right here. And what you do is you lay it on your this Inner foam or the Pellon, whichever one you use. And then you take scraps, and I took this piece here, laid them face together, right sides together, did a 1/4-inch seam, then opened it up and just pressed along the seam because you don't want the iron to hit any of the adhesive.
Okay.
And then you would take another piece, do right sides together, do a 1/4-inch seam, open it up, press it. And the bag, you start out with a 15 by 30-inch piece of the foam, and you just do the whole piece. And as you can see, I just kind of went like that. So it was all laid out. Boxed the corners. The lining was the same. I mean, the lining in this one here is just, the
Buckeye fabric.
The Buckeye fabric inside. And the straps also have the foam in them. And that was a 2.5-inch strip with a 1.5 inch of the foam. So, I mean, it was really fun. I threw a button on it just to kind of make it, I'm kind of funny like that. I don't like my bags to open. If somebody's going to be sticking their hand in there, I want to make it a little bit harder for them. So I just threw a button on there, and that's what I came out with.
Love it.
And I mean, I love the fact that it
stands up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be good in knitting bags.
Yeah. Well, I loved it so much, I had to create a second one.
Of course you did.
And I had some Route 66 fabric. And then I had this black fabric that kind of has like a metallic-y look to it, which reminded me of pavement. Mm-hmm. And so what I didn't like about this one was it didn't have a pocket inside. So, of course, I had to make a pocket for inside.
Cute.
So it's got like 2 little sections for you to put things
Love
in.
It.
And I'm thinking that on the next one that I make, that I might even go a little bit further and make like a flap, put a flap in here so it'll go over with a buttonhole, and then just make it a little bit more secure.
Yeah.
So those were my sewing projects.
Cute.
I love this material, and I just love the way the bag
sits. Yeah.
Sits.
I do too.
So, because
sturdy.
Yeah. So those were my bags. I'm on a tote bag roll right now. And I had so much of the Ohio State fabric left over, and then I had remnants of the Pellon. So of course I had to find something to do with those. So guess what? I made little sunglass cases.
Those are cute.
Aren't they cute?
Yes.
And that foam just kind of really protects your sunglasses.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And then I made chapstick holders.
I love that.
So you can just, it's got a lobster claw right here.
Oh, yeah.
I did not use the foam in here because that would have been too bulky.
Yeah.
But you can just stick your chapstick in there and hook it on your bag.
So did you have a pattern for that, or did you
It was
just make it up?
Again, it was the Crafty Gemini.
Oh, okay.
3" by 9". And, check her out. It was real simple.
That's cute.
And I do have other material other than scrap. This is little puppy paws that's in the shape of hearts. So
cute. Those are cute.
So I'm going to make a bunch of these too, but I was on a tote bag roll, so I couldn't resist it.
Love it.
So I've been sewing the last couple days, and I'm just like in my element. So it's like, oh, this is so much fun. It's not a quilt,
fun.
But it was
so
good.
Fun. I love it.
So those are the little projects that I've been working on since I got home. I know you've been really busy with the kids and all that stuff.
I've been really busy. I mean, it was hard for me to pull stuff to show. I mean, I've got stuff that's in
process,
yeah. Let me do this first. I know I told you I'm a Girl Scout leader. Yes. Guess what time of year it is?
Cookie time.
It's cookie time. So, I have got a Daisy, and I've got a Junior now.
Aww.
And then we've got 13 girls in our troop, and the cookie season has begun.
Oh boy.
It is cookie crazy now. So we actually start doing our cookie booths. We pick up our cookies on February 13th, and then we start doing cookie booths.
Nice. I know I ordered a bunch. I should ask Mom too.
Yeah. And it's cute because the girls, this is their 3rd or 4th year doing this. And I mean, they've got the routine down.
Do they?
Oh yeah. They open up their Girl Scout packets. They pick out what they want. They set their goals, and they, there's lots of things to do. Organization. Where can we sell at? They teach you not to go into anybody's houses.
That's a good point.
So you have to stand on the front step.
Good advice.
And you have to be with an adult. And then we practice and we do skits, and it's fun, and they love it, and they're trained. The girls are trained to reel you in by saying, "Hi, what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?" And then they get people thinking about it, and they're like, "It's Thin Mints." And you're like, "Oh, well, how many can I put you down for?"
Oh my gosh, a future sales force here.
They earn a badge for it's called Cookie CEO, and they earn a Cookie CEO badge.
Oh my goodness.
For just practicing and doing that. It's cute, it's fun. And the girls are having a blast. And the season goes till March. So it's a while.
There's a new show out. I don't know if it's on Amazon or Hulu. Zero Troop or Troop Zero.
Troop Zero?
Oh, I watched the first episode of it. It is funny.
Really?
Oh, yeah, you got to check it out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it for kids or just adults?
It's for kids. I think the girls would enjoy it, and it's kind of like this one little girl, and it starts off with her, and it's like this group of kids. It reminds me of the what was that movie? The Sandlot, where there's a group of misfit boys playing baseball. Well, this is a group of little girls, and they all have like different kind of backgrounds, and there's this group that are just like we're all in that. Well, these girls aren't, but they've got so much spirit and spunk and stuff. So I think the girls would get a kick out of it. You should check it out. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've seen Troop Beverly Hills.
Yeah,
Remember it's not with Shelley Long.
Yeah, no.
That's how I'd like to camp.
No, this is nothing like that.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be fun. It's a cute show, and I think
so. It is for kids.
Yeah, it's about I think more a message getting across about no matter where you are in life, if you want to do something, you can do it.
Yeah,
and coming together and friends, and I think.
Is it a show or a movie?
It's actually a series.
Oh, okay.
I saw the first one actually this weekend. I thought it was cute. Ron wasn't really big into it. He took a nap, but I liked it. So I think the girls might.
Yeah. No. Yeah, we'll watch that for sure. We watched. Is it on Netflix or Amazon?
I think it was on Amazon.
Okay.
I think it's Amazon.
So as we digress here,
I'm sorry.
I just want to plug something else for
you.
Okay. If you like Game of Thrones,
yes,
which we love Game of Thrones, Mike and I zipped through The Witcher on Netflix. It's like the next thing to watch after Game of Thrones.
Ooh, okay. Because we're looking for a new series.
Oh.
Now, is this on? It's on HBO?
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix? Yes, we do have Netflix. Witcher.
It's science fiction. It's very much like Game of Thrones.
Okay.
If you like that kind of thing.
Okay.
If you don't like R-rated, don't watch it.
Okay.
If you do and you like Game of Thrones, watch The Witcher on Netflix.
All right. Thank you.
It's really good.
All right. Because how many... Is this a new series?
It's a brand new series.
Okay.
And it's science fiction, and it's based off of books. And the books were made into a video game, which Mike plays. And then they made this series out of it.
Oh, cool.
And they've already... It's like the highest watch program right now on Netflix.
Okay.
It's the thing.
Okay.
And it's very fantasy, but...
Okay. I'll check that out.
A+.
All right.
A+. Okay. Sorry
we digress.
about digress. Okay. This is by Lola Boutique. This is something that I put away a while ago because Izzy and I were working on it during the summer. And then she went to school and I put it aside. And she recently said, hey, can we finish my quilt? And I'm like, yeah. Let's finish that quilt.
This is going to be beautiful. It is so her.
Yeah. So at the time I was looking for a pattern that was like Frozen, Frozen snowflakes and colors, because she loves Frozen. So what is this called? I forget. Oh, crap. I'll write it down at the bottom.
Okay.
When I'm editing. So these are Moda marbles, and I got this from the Fat Quarter Shop. I don't know if they still have it, but it's kind of like Swoon. It's all one block, but you use different colors and you have a different look.
Oh my gosh. One.
So my daughter, picks out all of the colors. Like, she picks out... Did you just growl again?
Yes.
Okay. So she picked out all the colors.
I love her color choices.
And these are her snowflakes, and she loves purple, so that's why purple's the background. But when I quilt, I like a really... what's the right word? I need my fabrics to contrast. Really a lot. Like, I don't like two fabrics that are too similar, like two lights next to each other, or two busy, like next to each other. So that was a little hard for me on this. I mean, we managed, and I'm like, I used my fabric board, and I'm like, do you see how if you put two similar colors together, how it blends in, and you don't get the pattern effect that you want it to have.
Right.
And she got it.
Yeah, I mean, look at these colors. She really, really did a good job in her color choices.
Yeah. So I think it stands out. It's a dark quilt, but she's doing good.
I love that.
And then she's sewing. I help sew with her as we do it, but she's enjoying it.
And she's gonna be.
She turned 10 in October.
Right.
And this one, I like the ones with the white in them. Because I just need that contrast.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the ones with white. We've only done one so far. We'll see. I mean, if it doesn't blend
I like her color choices. I really do. Now, see, the white doesn't do it for me in this. Now, I like the other ones that were just bright and pretty. Okay. And I like those.
I know. It's probably going to stand out if we only do one white one.
Well, put that one in the center.
Yeah,
and then all the others could be around it if she's only going to do white on one white.
Yeah, and this one I love this one. I think this one might be my favorite one so far.
Yeah.
It's very Frozen.
Yeah.
Ish. Frozen-esque.
Yes, Frozen-esque.
So she is doing basketball, and her last game is Sunday. So I said, I'm like, let's just, when you have a snow day, which the winter has been so mild.
We've had no snow.
We've had no snow days.
Yeah.
So, and I keep telling, I keep saying, when we get a snow day, let's do some sewing. And she's like, okay, I'm waiting.
No snow.
No snow.
No snow days.
Yeah. So we got that.
So you've got, how many, is it a 9 square?
It's 9.
Okay.
And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so she got 4 more to go. Okay.
Yeah. And I think I might hold on to these. I don't know. So Mom made totes, and I love making knitting bags.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to pull stuff that I've started and never finished. Did I show any of these before? I feel like I
don't
did.
think so.
I think I did.
Did you? I don't think so.
I don't know if I showed that.
I love this. I just think this is so cute.
So this one's obviously in process. I have the zipper on it. I even look at that. I made a little.
Oh, yeah. How did you
do
that?
Label. I printed it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure out how to do that.
You go to Joann's and they've got printable fabric.
Oh, awesome.
And it's a sheet that you put in your printer, and I just did a...
I love that, because Ron keeps telling me, you need to put your name on these things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, and I don't.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
But I was like, what should I put my name? Like, should I put my name? I'm like, I might as well.
Yeah.
Just put my whole name. I didn't do like a brand or anything
I love that. That's great that you put that in there.
And then all I'm going to do is, because this is a knitting bag, is I got to sew it up and then I'll put a handle on the side. So
now you just use...
I don't know if I will or not. Maybe, I don't know.
And you just used batting in there. Okay.
I used Pellin on this one, I think. Yeah, it's fusible. There's a fusible Pellin.
Okay.
I think it's fusible fleece Pellin.
Okay.
Yeah, and then...
Yeah, because that makes a nice bag.
Yeah. I know, but you got me thinking about that foam. See, I have it on... What's that called? Do not disturb. And I just got a call that came through.
It was from an unknown. He didn't get the message.
No. So, I feel like I am like screwed up here because I feel like I've showed these before and I just haven't finished them.
I don't think so, hon.
So this is a
that's
winter
pretty.
one. It's Blitzen by Basic Gray, whom I love. Basic Gray. Fusible fleece again. So I've got 2 sides.
Nice.
So it's just something I gotta finish, and I'm not gonna show any more of those.
Okay.
But I can do these.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I love these. These are so cute and so easy and quick to do.
So my Betty wants some Buckeye, Ohio State Buckeye mug rugs, and I started to make these. I'm gonna see her on Friday, so these will be finished up.
Cute.
These are little mug rugs. So these ones are just strips, and then this one I use different gray strips.
I love that.
Little pieces.
Yeah, a little more patchworky looking.
Yeah. So I think I like this one better.
I like that.
And so all I have to do now is just quilt them, which I'll just go down the strips here and quilt them and bind them, and then she can have them.
Oh, that's nice. You gave Ron one of those a couple years ago, and he loves it. He uses it all the time.
It's funny because we love mug rugs, and it's like, I don't think people really appreciate them till they actually have them.
Right. Agreed.
You know, like, whenever I give one to somebody, they want, and they use it, and they come back and want more, and they ask for more.
Well, that's the same with the soup koozies.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, until you have one,
Yeah.
you're like, oh my gosh, how did I do without this for so long? And then people keep coming back. Could I get more? Can you do this? Can you do that? Could you do it in this color? Somebody just said to me, could you do some with a camping theme? And I'm like, sure, I'm on it. So,
nice.
yeah.
And then here's a Browns one. And,
so you could do any sports team colors, like you could do Green Bay, you could do the Patriots, you could do baseball, Cavaliers. I mean, any of those.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what any of their logos are like. I don't know. I just use these because this is what their helmets look like.
Yeah. I know there's Cavaliers fabric. There's other kinds of fabrics too that you could use.
Yeah.
That, if you wanted to, but I love those. Those are so nice.
Yeah. So that's on my list to do. And then when I visit her Friday night, she's already shown me bottles of wine.
Oh boy.
That she's stocking up for us.
So you're having a knitting evening and a little wine toasting and
yeah. We are. And then so I need a project. And I thought I had promised my mom one of these. And I need to start something new. So I was just digging in my stash for you knitters.
Ooh.
This is a 3-color cashmere cowl by Joji Locatelli. And I'm just going to grab all of these. I love it, this pattern so much that years ago, probably like 2 or 3 years ago, I bought a whole bunch.
Nice.
Of these. And these are Sojourn, how is that how you'd say that?
Yeah.
2-ply fingering yarn. It's 35% cashmere. Is that 65% what? Content it says.
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. But it's silky.
It's so soft.
So soft.
So soft.
Cashmere-y.
Mm-hmm.
Cultivated silk. Content 60. I don't know what that means. But anyway. So I think, if I remember correctly, for yours, look, there's grass on it.
That's from...
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's from the animals when they were grazing before they got
from the sheep?
Yeah, before they got made into yarn there.
Yeah. Okay. It was, I know it was one of these. I think it was one of these. I think it was a red.
Oh, you know I love red.
So these are Momo's colors.
I love that.
Obsidian, Ansel. I'm assuming it's for Ansel Adams. Dark Andromeda.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's really pretty.
So I think we'll use those. And then, I think we should use, okay, this will be yours.
Okay.
I think this for
Yes.
that portion right there. I don't know what you call it, the variegated.
Uh-huh.
So we'll use Ansel for that one.
Okay.
And then, so the top and the bottom is this pink. So do you want the top and the bottom to be black or red?
I think red.
Red, okay. Because, like, I always think about that because whatever's
Gonna be
on the edge will be around your face. Let's give you a little beard.
Either one of those, I
I
guess.
think either one, but I think you're right. I like the red.
I like the red.
Okay. So we'll do the red on the outside. Okay.
Oh.
So, but this is so fun. I love this one. It's so fun.
I wish you could feel it. It's so soft. Is that Shani's?
Yeah.
Oh, she still didn't get it for Christmas.
Love you, Shani.
Oh, that's too funny.
I'm going to leave this out and get it finished. But this was my very first introduction to lace.
I love that.
Right at the top. See that white part?
I just love that. That is so pretty.
And it's not hard. I didn't think it was hard at all. I thought the pattern was easy. It was easy to memorize.
To me, it's so feminine and so pretty. Mm-hmm. Makes it very delicate looking.
Yeah. So, do you hear my dog?
Oh, well.
Maybe somebody's here. I don't know. So, yeah. I think I'll start that on Friday.
Nice.
Because I actually need another knitting project. So, because I did my hats and you got the red one. I got
the red one. Oh, I love that hat. I had it on in Boston. I had it on up there when we were doing the Freedom Trail. And, oh, I was so glad I did because it was windy and cold.
What did it kept your ears warm?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, that's cute.
That's very Harley-esque, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
If you're a motorcycle enthusiast.
Yeah.
This one's Fireball.
That's pretty.
That
could be Halloweeny too.
Yes.
I like that.
French Marigold and Sable.
You like the French Marigold, don't you?
I do. I love orange.
I know you do.
And look at this. These are two different.
But the
shade. Look. One's Sable, one's Obsidian.
Yeah, there's just a shade difference between them.
The Sable, it looks just like a little bit of variegated.
Yeah.
Like the gray. Look how similar these are. Obsidian and Sable.
Yeah. Oh, how pretty.
Which one do you like better for yours?
I like the darker one.
The darker one?
Yeah.
Obsidian? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep those together then, right here. Yay!
You and Betty drinking wine and knitting. Oh, I'm jealous.
You can come over?
I'll do the wine drinking.
You can come over. We have a good time.
I know you do.
We love
I miss Betty. She's a sweet lady.
You can come over Friday night.
Thank you. Well, Ron's coming home from Boston, so I think I probably should be home so I can spend some time with him.
All right.
So,
yeah. I have no idea where we're at since we had that phone call.
I don't either. But I did want to say one thing. Can you believe AJ? How his birthday? Was he 12?
He's 12.
12 years old. What the heck? What happened up with that child?
Yeah.
Kudos to you and happy birthday, AJ. I just wanted to throw that in there. We mentioned the girls. We should mention you too.
Yeah. He just turned 12, and he was actually born in 2008, and it was Martin Luther King Day. And he's kind of started this trend where the Sunday night before Martin Luther King Day, he has his buddies over for a sleepover.
How nice.
Because they don't have school on Monday.
Yeah, that's
so good. He goes, I'd like to keep up the tradition for Martin Luther King Day and have a sleepover. And I was like, okay, that's all I wanted.
Aww,
so I made cupcakes, and they slept downstairs. It was a football night, so Mike and I went upstairs in our bedroom and watched football. We heard them have a great time.
I bet you did.
Till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Probably a good thing you were upstairs.
Yeah. And we've got 2 TVs that have like PlayStations, and they gamed and had a blast and had pizza, and that was fun for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's 12 and he's a big boy, and
good for him.
Yeah, he loves his mom. He loves it when his mom gives him hugs and kisses, and
he's like, Mom. He tolerates it.
He loves hugs so much.
He loves it, but he's 12. He doesn't want to be too cool about mom hugging and kissing on him.
Well, yeah. Well, he has been. I've been trying to reel it back a little bit. And the other day, I was standing in the kitchen, and I said, hey, buddy, how was your day? And he put his head down, and he put his arms out, and he just walked into me.
He knew you needed a hug.
He goes, yeah, I need a hug.
Oh, that's nice when they come back and then they actually allow you to do that.
Yeah. And it was funny. Where were we? Oh, I forget where we were. We were somewhere, and I went in for a hug, and he looked at me, and it was like,
you got the stink eye. No, this is not the time for a hug, Mom.
I go, oh, you don't want me to hug you in public anymore? And he's like, no. Okay.
It's okay if we're home.
We're there now. We're at that point, and we're eye level now.
I still can't believe that. Yeah. He's as tall as you are.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you kids, all of you, I mean, even Eric and Justin and Ron too. I mean, whenever I see them, the boys, I'm like, hug. Mike. Yeah. Mike was, when we first met, he was like, not a hugger. Well, now he sees me, he automatically knows he has to come over and hug me. And so it's everybody, as they get older, they kind of like conform and get into it. My youngest still calls me Mommy. Justin still calls me Mommy. Hey, Mommy. I think that's so cute.
I call you everything.
Yeah, you do. You call me Nana. You call me Momo. You call me Mom. Ma, I got I got spit in my hair.
Don't touch my spit.
Don't touch my spit.
Come on. It's fun.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. That's spit in my hair.
Okay, so
where are we going next?
I've got to call a couple of places. There's a really great little shop, Liberty Green Quilt Shop. She's not open on Wednesdays, so I might just run over and do a video because Wednesdays are usually the days that you can do.
We can make it work, Mom.
Okay. We'll make it work. We have Liberty Green Quilt Shop. We have Ohio Star Quilt Shop that we got to set up, and then this new place that I want to go have us check out and see if she'll let us do something with her place. So I'm not sure yet if she will, so I want to check into that before I say anything.
Okay.
So, but
great.
That's what we got on the calendar, and
I'm excited.
Doing some more projects.
Yay!
So,
yeah. So, we're back, baby.
We're back. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Quilt Swag.
There you go.
Yeah.
So stay tuned and we'll be seeing you real soon.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Have a great week.
You too. Bye.
Bye.